Okay, you are live. Okay, I see you, I see you, I see you, I see you. And my name is Steve Harris. I am here to either much cover who do you, I mean, who will win at uh AEW full gear tonight. So and then because either much because I'm reading it right now because either much AEW is trying to build up stars. AEW doesn't do those rematches and either much I mean, I'm even saying this because I'm talking about, dude, Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna have to take the rest of the Monday Night Raw out because this video is a title change on Monday Night Raw. That means that I might get up here on Monday and try to review the show. As of right now, I just can't take it because they don't put no effort into Monday Night Raw, into these bookings, into these story lines on Monday. WWE just don't do that. So and if you really think I'm just gonna be sitting up here on this live and you really think I'm gonna be the one that dude, they just don't put no effort to it because they do rematches after over and over. We already seen it, and then and just don't come. Just don't put no um build up. Don't put no build up into these storylines. So I might come on and do Survivor Series pay per view on Sunday. Coming up next week, and then after that, I'm done with the show. And that's all you gonna get for me till we get another next pay per view coming up in January the 29th in 2022 in St. Louis. Mm. Uh, and let me look at this though. I am looking at I am finna look at so update on AEW Full Gear lineup. We got 10 offer matches. So we the much have there will be two more matches announced for the AEW Full Gear pay-per-view taking place this Saturday night. So last night AEW Dynamite it was announced that Cody Rhodes will team with Pac and Mankind Black and Andrade, and there's no stipulation. The match is just a regular tag team, but Cody Rhodes and Mankind Black have been feuding for several months, which lead to a multiple singles match, including Cody beating Black on the October the 23rd episode of Dynamite since the Andrade. Do they get involved as any ally of Black? And since Andrade was feuding with Pac, that has lead to this tag team match. So, either much it will report by Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Arzor Radio that one of the argument plan was to do Pac versus Cody versus Black Andrade in a four-way match instead of a tag team match, but then AEW made the direction to go with a tag team match instead. And you know what though, Cody Rhodes don't either much want to turn heel because you had him win because Aleister Black already done beat it. Malachi Black done beat it. Cody Rhodes twice, and then he either much turned around and came back and beat him. So Cody Rhodes is 1-2, and I said that from the beginning that I don't want to see Cody Rhodes though beat Malachi Black. I want Cody Rhodes, Malachi Black to go 3-0 against him. That Cody Rhodes don't even much have no chance of beating him. Just what I said because you know now you got Andrade. He either much have joined it alongside with Malachi Black and either much so in FTR. So look, Cody Rhodes don't want to turn heel. And then you got people on Twitter because Cody Rhodes is so much super stronger as a baby face that he don't want to go heel. So look, you just need to refreshing Cody Rhodes' character either much over. So with AEW, I like the way whatever they do. I would take them any times a day on this card. This card has 10 matches, but I'm really liking it. And so we the much get other full gear matches announced on Dynamite. We see be the buy-in pre-show matches. The matches we'll see like Nyla Rose teaming up with Jimmy Haster against Thunder Rose and Hashida. There's no storyline. There is just a woman tag team match to put on the pre-show. I don't care for that. I don't care for the pre-show, so I don't care which girl wins this match. So I don't care for that. I am focused on the main event. That's all I focuses on. And I either much have CM Punk versus I'm sorry, the AEW World Tournament Elimination Tournament Finals, Bryan Danielson versus Morrow. With Bryan Danielson, look, he just have been wrestling. Look, Bryan Danielson is a hard in-ring worker. He's a hard performer in the ring. He was sacrificed to put his body on the line. This dude done beat Eddie Kingston. He done beat Dustin Rose. He has done beat Bobby Fish. He has done beat and now he's in a ring with Morrow. And then look, it ain't gonna hurt me that Daniel Bryan take a loss against Morrow because he needs this victory. And you know Lana, she's gonna show up and interfere and try to cost Daniel Bryan Danielson the match. Dude, you talk about CJ Perry, Lana, who is coming over from WWE. Look, she don't need to be getting involved in the match. She don't need to be out there. So Mara, I think he will win it on his own. So that loss is not gonna hurt Daniel Bryan. And we get a Falls Count Anywhere against the Super Click, the Young Bucks and Adam Cole versus Christian Cage and the Luchos and Jungle Boy. Really, you know what? I think the Young Bucks and Adam Cole is going to be the super kill is going to win because you know they've been building up this storyline between Jungle Boy and the Luchos and Jungle. Christian Cage is going to end up turning on Jungle Boy because you remember that on AEW Dynamite he had ended up costing them the match against I'm sorry, he was doing the Christian Cage sign and all that, and then he had ended up, and then if he do, that mean turn on Christian Christian turns on Jungle Boy and beat the hell out of him. That set up a feud at AEW Revolution that set up a feud between those two, and Jungle Boy beats Christian Cage clean, and he's gonna be the one that puts Christian Cage is gonna be the one that turns Jungle Boy over, and then the Young Bucks walk away with the victory, and then so. As of right now, I don't even much want Adam Page to turn on the Young Bucks. Now you got Bobby Fish. If you could just bring Roderick Strong from the WWE, then they go out and sign Kelly O'Reilly because his contract is going to be going up in December. So once that contract expires and he's gonna go right over to AEW and sign a contract with them. Then that way you got Robert Strong, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, and Kelly O'Reilly. The four members of Undisputed Era. Look what they did in WWE. They has dominated the whole NXT tag team division, and while Adam Cole goes on a long run is the NXT Championship. You seen he been in the ring with Matt Riddle, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black. He has been in the ring with Velveteen Dream. He has been in the ring with you get his name with Finn Balor. He has been in the ring down there, and then till he ended up Keith Lee ended up taking the belt off of him, and they can do something like that with Adam Cole. He needs to be working with baby faces. You can have him work with Dave Boy Alley, CM Punk, Bryan Danielson, and you can either much have him working with either much who else I can name Eddie Kingston. You can have him working with him. You can have him working with Adam Cole, Adam Hangman Page in AEW, and that way they can put his character over in AEW, and then you can either much have him be right down the side, and you can have the tag team championships Kelly O'Reilly and Roderick Strong teaming up, taking on the Lucha Brothers, the Pinnacles, and Sammy Guevara and Jack Hager. They confused with the Inner Circle because they confused with the Young Bucks. I would like to see AEW reach out to Bobby Fish and Kelly O'Reilly, but Tony Khan is not gonna can't have too many people over there in AEW. They are not gonna carry all of those people in that company. Hey, look, that. Let's get to attack the Lucha Brothers and Pinnacles, Ezer and Morrow. and FTR and Dex Haywood and Cash Wilder. I mean, the way that he's looking though, the way how it is looking right now. Because I mean, Full Gear is currently not lacking in a particularly great matches in the battle for the longest tag team titles. I mean, between the Lucha Brothers and FTR could still end up stealing the show. The Lucha Brothers won the tag titles at all out, beating the Young Bucks in a cage match that rankings among the best match in the history of AEW and FTR former champions and among the best tag team in the world. That match should be great, but it doesn't feel like there's much of a chance that AEW is ready to end the Lucha Brother title reign so quickly. You know what? I think it's the Lucha Brother. I gotta go to Lucha Brothers. They need to continue to keep putting these W's up. That's what they need to continue to do. But LTR can end up uh, dropping the titles later because hands down, it's gonna be the Lucha Brothers because they are gonna be the one that gonna win. And Darby Allin versus MJF. Allen and MJF are two young men who will be stars in pro wrestling for the coming and the code. Allen had long runs as TNT champion as his mid-training as relevant spot after his title range ended well. Allen is great young force with a top tier connect to fans. MJF is his disruptor artist as a pre-heel who is basic and capable of actually as a fan favorite. Both men will be fine coming out of this match in a larger comes down to who benefit more from a win in the respectful. There a lot of reason to get Allen a win after he come up short against CM Punk at All Out. Darby Allin need this because everything what they build him up to is the TNT champion. Darby Allin need this win, and look, I know the fans they just hate MJF when he comes out. He just cut this angry promo. He just bashes the crowd up and down. He either must bash the crowd in every city that he either must step in. Because look, you look up though that he is gonna line up champion in the next few months. He probably gonna be the one that take the title off of Adam Hangman Page. He is gonna be the one that take the belt off of him. Then you can have him work with CM Punk. You can have him work with Brian Danielson. You can have him work with Eddie Kingston. You can either much have him work with it's who else I can say he can have him work with in AEW because it is more people out there you can have him feud with because either much Chris. Wait a minute, no, not Chris Jericho. I don't want to see them feud with each other no more. I mean, John Moxley, he can feud with Jack Hager, Sammy Guevara, he can feud with, and then that means that you have him that's build him up as a heel. And we and then I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back to this match with Christian Cage and Jessica Express versus the Super Kill and Adam Cole and Young Bucks. A world of talent is set for this match. The Young Bucks have obviously been one of the AEW top athletes since the promoted started, but could add his been marvelous in his he been on fire since a debut. Cage is land in a veteran had where needed a win need a him helping out with Luchas and Jungle Boy who make for some good fans. We already seen some really fun matches come out of the revival between the two sides, and this will fit nice on a night of great action. The Super Kids gonna win because they are gonna put on a five-star match. Jungle Boy and Christian Cage and Lucha, they are going to put on a five-star match against the Super Kill, and then either much you have Christian, he probably going to turn on Jungle Boy, but if they don't set Christian Cage turn on Jungle Boy tonight, they probably gonna tease that going into Wednesday night, and they probably gonna hold it out against Kristen turned on Jungle Boy, and if they don't roll the dice on it, because you have the Super Kid and the Young Bucks and Adam Cole is going to walk away with the victory tonight, and you probably have Kristen will end up costing them advertently the matchup. And we the much got the inner circle, Chris Jericho, Jack Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santino Ortiz versus Man of the Year Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky in the American Top Team in Junior DeSato and Andrew Arlobski Vasco and Dan Lambert. The American Top Team involved in AEW show has been party to say that Last Page and Sky have proved to be a good tag team with the ability to go on the microphone or in the ring, but have been somewhat tried down by the involvement of Lambert and his squad of mixing martial artists. Jericho and the Inner Circle as likely feel likely they real in something or of a stay buzzing moment after their lead field feuded with MJF and has friends. This has started to be fun, but a lot of AEW fans are also hoping it's a white for the storyline pick. The inner circle wins. Yeah, the inner circle wins because you know that they're gonna get payback because they done the inner circle that lost to the top American teams on AEW Dynamite, and they turned around and lost to them again on AEW Rampage. Then you had the inner circle, Dan Lambert and the rest of and Scorpio Stein and Ethan Page and the rest of them, they took out they took out Santino Ortiz and Sammy Guevara, and then either much the inner circle, they need to beat the fucking shit out of Dan Lambert and bust his ass open. And Dan Lambert is gonna have to take the clean pin on Chris Jericho. That's what he is gonna have to do. I'm telling you. I mean, and after that, though, and people want. And I seen people on social media to my Jack Hager is gonna be the one that turned on Chris Jericho and Santino Ortiz and Sam Guevara, and then ended up joining the American Top Team. I really don't see that happening. I really don't tonight. I just really don't see Jack Hager turning on Chris Jericho. It ain't happening.
You took my land. You took my papa. And now it's time to
and I really don't see it happening. I just really don't see that happening, because you really think that it is.
Well, then that's his choice. And Papa, he get a choice. He get to see us win something. You never would have won anything if he was still here. How the fuck would
the tag team championships, the Lucha Brothers versus LTR full gear is SERTAINLY. Century, not lacking in priority. Great matches in the battle for the tag team between the Lucha Brothers and LTR could still end up stealing the show. The Lucha Brothers won the tags and all out beating the Young Bucks in a cage match that rankings among the best matches in history of AEW. LTR are former champions and among the best tag teams in the world. The match should be great, but it doesn't feel like they're much of a. I just read this, so I gotta go with Lucha Brothers. Because, I mean, they came a long way. I would like, they need to be more. Had them feud with the Long Dark Order, the feud with them, or Pinnacles, or the Jessica Express, the feud with the. I mean, it's more tag teams out there who they can work with, because I mean, the Lucha Brothers, they going to beat LTR. Because right now that AEW is not going to have a LTR drop the titles. Because with and David Boy Allen versus LTR. I mean, David Boy Allen versus MJF. Look, MJF though. And one thing I didn't mention. Excuse me. I mean, I either much as said that LTR. I mean, Dave or Allen don't even much need Stain. Look, Stain is not going to come out and cause no interference in the match. Look, Dave or Allen, he always, he would do anything to sacrifice or put his body on the line. He would do anything. He would put on a one hell of a performance against FTR, against MJF. He would end up pinning him, and Wallow is going to end up getting involved. How about I say if he costs MJF MJF the match, and then he turns on him, and then either much MJF he gets exposed on Wednesday night and say, you know what, I helped you, then you are gonna turn on me. And like, dude, David Boy Allen need this match. So I'm going for him. CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. Punk and Kingston have been telling a true, incredible story through their promo, and it's possible as a wrestler fan to not love what they are doing. Kingston feels getting a shot to be a start at the beginning, contestly fixing on the independent is world a Punk return. Obvious a hang deal for the company, but nothing is going to get access. This story of this match, likely the video blow up. I'm going for CM Punk. He's gonna win. He's probably gonna pick up some W's, but to AEW feels like they ready for CM Punk to lose, but I'm either much going for CM Punk, but that loss ain't gonna hurt Eddie Kingston. Maybe Eddie Kingston ends up turning heel, and then when John Moxley he's getting back because he's dealing with a problem right now. So otherwise that him joining the side of Eddie Kingston is a heel would really just freshen they character up. So yeah, man. I mean, like they look at Eddie Kingston like he's nobody. Look, this man works his ass off in the ring. He shows up every day. He can cut a heck of a promo in the ring, and he very connect with his lines in the promo that are very well. Because if you can't think he's good, you are dead wrong. Because he has matches. Him and John Moxley, they worked well as a team together, off and on. They worked it well, and you had against, and he worked it well. Eddie Kingston worked it well with the Lucha Brothers, and the versus the Young Bucks for the tag team title. They came up short, but now Eddie Kingston is back, is working of doing singles match. Look, CM Punk ain't losing. He's going to win, and when that happens, watch what I tell you. Oh, I mean AEW World Champion Thunder Breaker DMD versus Tay Conti Colton. Taya Colton. Baker has energy as the biggest star AEW has built up in the women's division, but the division is still very much under construction. They could change in the early part of 22, which Rennie's WWE releases putting some very talented competition on the market in AEW continue to build up their own talent from now. However, Carter is a counted open as a title contender, but one we hasn't had much of a build to this match. I gotta go with Dr. Britt Baker because she is gonna win. Because look, Britt Baker, they build up against Jamie Starks, they build up against Spears. They had Brent build her up against Nyla Rose. They build her up against good women, but I don't see her dropping that title till we get to 22 at a Revolution. The only one who should be beating Dr. Britt Baker is Thunder Rosa. She is the one supposed to be beating this girl because you got to have Thunder Rosa. Thunder Rosa. I mean, she have to be building, stacking some W's up every Wednesday night on TNT so she can be ready for Dr. Britt Baker for that TNT championship. Look, I'm a Thunder Rosa fan myself. When Dr. Britt Baker, when she ready to drop that title, bam, there it is.
And I might have to accidentally find
Where let me give me time, y'all. I'm looking for some more matches. I'm trying to see. Okay, Adam Hangman Page versus Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, man. He has been built up as a heel. He turned around and beat John Moxley at Revolution. He turned around and beat Pac and Orange Cassidy. And he turns around and beat it at Double or Nothing. He turns around and beat it Christian Cage. He turned around and beat it John Silver. He been in the ring with Bryan Danielson, and then he has ended up and beat it Christian Cage at All Out, and then Christian Cage has and turned around and beat the Jungle Boy, and they has been pushing Kenny Omega as a heel all the way up to the moon. And then right now though, he been a AEW World Heavyweight Championship for the past 7 months. And then look, AEW has to pull the title on Adam Page because you know that if he do wins that AEW World Heavyweight Championship tonight, this dude have to face Bryan Danielson. He have to face somebody like who else I can throw in there right now? You can either must throw Sammy Guevara, Marinello in there. You can throw FTR. I'm sorry, FTR, Andrade, Mankind Black. You can either much throw Eddie Kingston in there. You can throw Jack Hager and Chris Jericho in there. You can either much throw either much the members of the Young Bucks off there. This dude have to keep on stacking wins for that AEW World Heavyweight Championship till he ready to drop it to MJF. He's gonna be the one that take the title off of Adam Page at a pay per view because he's a breakout star. This is what I love about AEW. They good at building up talent because you either much have like WWE, they started releasing talent left and right, man, back and forth, and Tony Khan can't have all those people on their roster, and just can't.
It's not wrong. Really? Another patient. Looks like Lamoral to me. I'm Danny Rojas from Libertad. No, that's it. Libertad is the legend on our side. Heroes to the Sorry. Glad I was wrong.
And so Adam Page is gonna win. Look, that's it. That's it for Full Gear. So I will be recovering. So good night.